Travelers, vacation travel hacks here. We are talking about 8 tips for planning a trip to Disney World during the holidays. We're talking the week of Christmas. We're talking New Year's Eve. I'll be there. It's my favorite time to go. It's the busiest, number one busiest, most volume, but it's also the most fun. A lot of memories will be made. But these are the 8 tips that, man, I sure wish I knew on my first time. And I'm able to, these tips help me maximize the fun. So let's hop into the first one. If dining is important to you, then number one is certainly for you if you're thinking about a holiday meal, if you think about, I got a couple birthdays during our trip. So the knowing your dining selection is important, and knowing that you can make a dining reservation 60 days before you get there. And so for Christmas, for example, a lot of people value a nice Christmas meal, and a lot of people want a nice Christmas meal. Well, October 25th is 60 days before Christmas. But if you get there, I don't know, maybe you're not arriving on Christmas. What if you're getting there on the 19th? Well, October 19th is 60 days before that. And you get to book 60 days plus all the days of your trip. But it's worth noting that all the people who arrive before you, they will have the ability to select dinner reservations before you. So it's just worth noting. Meaning, early bird gets the worm. And one last thought here. Selection is it starts opening at 6 a.m. on your day. So let's say you arrive on the 12th and you have a hotel stay for the 12th. People who are not staying at a Disney resort, they can't select these days here because they're not staying at a Disney property. Cool thing about staying at a Disney property is if you check in on the 12th, you get not only the 12th, which is 60 days before, you'll get the 13th, 14th, etc. So let's talk about the weather in December. Oh man, I don't know, 10 times. It's hot in the day, right? But cool in the evenings. Sometimes they're recently, past 2 years, a real strong cold front comes through, which makes a fan. Well, I'm a shorts guy. I only pack shorts. I never pack jeans. I wish I would have packed some jeans, but just one of them. But it's summer in the day. You'll work up a little bit of a sweat, so t-shirt is appropriate, and then a light coat for the evening. It can rain anytime. Typically, we I don't knock on wood. It hasn't rained on us in December or November for that matter, but it is the tropics, so a poncho at Walmart, a 50-cent poncho is better than a $10 poncho that they sell at Disney World. But at least you know. So anyway, these are the historical averages in terms of the highs and the lows, and at least now you know. There you go. Also, crowd volume. I already said that it's going to be it's a building crowd volume. Unlike Thanksgiving, where it's everyone kind of arrives that weekend, it's just busy, 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 busy. It kind of it's like a building wave. A lot of people want to be there for Christmas. A lot of people drive there for Christmas. The 29th and the 30th are absolutely the busiest. But this is also noteworthy, not necessarily to know that the parks are going to be busy. It's also noteworthy to know about the travel volume. Airplanes are going to be busy. The road I-75, the Florida Turnpike, I-95, I-4, it's all going to be busy. Not necessarily just for Disney World, but you got the cruise ports in Port Canaveral, you got Universal, you got SeaWorld. It's busy. So just like from Atlanta to down to Disney World, it can take me 6.5 hours. It can. Recently, I haven't done it faster than 8, and then during these times, that's unusual to do 9, and that's just part of it. Also worth noting, there's Christmas party events. This will impact the times that the parks close. They're still for sale right now. You may want to check to see if they're sold out for your days or not. But you got Jollywood nights on some nights, and you got the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party on other nights, and they'll close down the parks early. So you may want to plan accordingly. Also, if you're like, oh, I'll just go, and we'll just go to a different park once the park closes. The volume at that park, because people who didn't buy tickets that day, they'll be there for the party early. So it's worth noting there. So just know the dates. Pardon me. All right, here we go. Planning your meal. Talk to your family. I work with a party of 8 to 12, sometimes 15. Go and check some of the places you may want to eat. 6 a.m. You're going to be competing, and 6 a.m. is important because if Cinderella's Royal Table is what you want, Space 220 is what you want, you'll want to be in on that. Oh man, that is some good coffee. All right. So I would book not necessarily in order of the days that you're there, but in order of where you want to eat when. So if like, hey, on Christmas Day, I want space 220, but I get in on the 19th, I wouldn't start booking the 19th. I would start booking your Christmas Day meal, New Year's Eve meals, etc. And if you know we're thinking Space 220 or Cinderella's Royal Table or the other highly valuable places to eat with limited capacity, like the La Cellular, for example. Will late lunch work? And if you can't get a larger table, like say a table of 6, table of 8, try 2 tables of 4. And then, of course, take a look at the menu beforehand. You might want to eat there, but will little Timmy and little Susie want to eat there? And I've been in a situation where I was having a great meal, but my kid was not having a great meal. My kid paid I had to go get another meal. And the meals are typically expensive anyway. Liberty Tree Tavern is a good place. We'll just go through some places for a traditional, like a holiday meal. Diamond Horseshoe's exact menu as Liberty Tree Tavern, kind of a $39 all you care to enjoy. They bring you some food to eat. Pause here if you want to see the menu. I'm going to move on. These menus are identical between Liberty Tree Tavern and Diamond Horseshoe. La Cellular Steakhouse, kind of high end, but the best steak I've had on Disney property for my money. This is some of the stuff. Just take a look. Hey, will little Timmy and Susie eat something? Will I eat something? Something that steak is fantastic though. Here's the kids menu. Maybe they're not a seared salmon person. Maybe they're not maybe they're just a chicken strips person. So that's for you. And then of course poutine fries with gravy. Can't beat it. Hollywood and Vine is another. They I would say holiday themed. They do a good job. You walk in there, holiday themed, and their buffet, as buffets go, is one of the best buffets that I think is around. And so here's the breakfast offering, price for adults, kids. Most people can find something to eat at a buffet. That's why I kind of like them. Dinner again, it's a great. I enjoy it. It's a good dinner. Here's some of the stuff that's available. They even have a little kids section, little chicken nuggets, corn dogs, etc. Tusker House is another good character dining meal. Got some breakfast offerings. Pause if you want to see it, but they got eggs, bacon, as you might imagine, and other things as well. Dining a little bit more expensive, but they have like prime rib, and they have some food. It's good stuff, and you get characters, so you can't beat that. Other honorable mentions, just in terms of maybe check out the menus on your own. But for dinner, California Grill on top of the Contemporary is fantastic. Topolino's Terrace on top of the Riviera, pretty easy to get to from Epcot and Hollywood Studios. Via Napoli, if you have a hankering for some pizza, their meter long pizza, it's about $40, but it'll feed about 8 people, so it's probably the best deal on wheels. Biergarten in Germany land has a German cuisine, all you care to enjoy, but the entertainment. They got every 45 minutes, maybe every hour or so, they have a band that plays a German band, and it's kind of like horns and so it's really cool. Garden Grill, Yak and Yeti, and Animal Kingdom. Brown Derby is a good one. Ohana, the Polynesian, pretty good. They got like a dinner and entertainment kind of a thing. Breakfast, if you don't want to eat quick service all the time, Il Compass has great chocolate pancake. Actually, it has a good breakfast. Trato Alfano for the breakfast pizza. Hana also has a great breakfast. Contemporary Resort has Chef Mickey's. You can go out, hang out with Mickey Mouse, eat great breakfast. Royal Table, solid breakfast in the castle at the Magic Kingdom. California Grill, Crystal Palace. All of these places have a very solid meal. Now, let's talk about the wait times. The wait times for pretty much everything. The bathroom is going to have a wait time. Starbucks, the food, everything's going to have a wait time, and that's it's not unusual to see. It's a small world to have 120-minute wait during the week of Christmas, and certainly around New Year's Eve. So there's some strategies. You can do the rope drop, get in there, and try to ride as much as you can. Go back and maybe take a rest in the day or close the shop. Some the volume does go down in the nighttime. Ride during the fireworks, New Year's Eve, and the day before. They have Fantasy in the Sky fireworks. Volume's a little lighter during the 20 minutes before, and certainly the 10 minutes during the fireworks show. Genie Plus, that's essential for us. Special ticketed events, you got two of them. You got Hollywood Studios and Magic Kingdom. If you stay at the deluxe resorts, you could have extended hours for during the days that they deem as deluxe resorts. All right, so here's kind of the volume. This was taken during Memorial Day, but it'll be true for pretty much every day during the week of Christmas, except you got to add 100 to the afternoon to the evening for the last several days of the year. But it shows that, hey, if you get there first, not too bad of a wait. If you get there in the afternoon, you're looking at about 2 hours. And then as the night, kind of winds down, it goes back down to an hour as well. Slinky Dog, it's going to be busy. You get there first, you can ride it. Otherwise, the standby time, 2, 3, 4 hours, not unusual. And then even if you get there right as it closes, 80 minutes, you can close it up, wrap it up. Not too bad. Seven Dwarfs, kind of the same little mindset. Get there first. Otherwise, 2, 3 hours during the day. During the fireworks, goes down to about an hour, hour and a half. Rise of the Resistance, 2 to 3 hours to kick off the day. Then as you kind of wrap up the day, it goes down from 2 to 3 hours to about an hour. And then Genie Plus, you can skip those standby times if you're willing to pay. If you're willing to pay, you're going to be in luck. And it's kind of dynamic pricing. I haven't seen the holiday pricing yet, but these prices vary by day. And if you want to do multiple park, you're going to pay a premium. If you want to do just one park like Animal Kingdom, it's not like a huge value for Lightning Lane or Genie Plus, so it's a little cheaper. But if you want to start off your day Animal Kingdom, finish at the Magic Kingdom, it was $23 on July 6th. I don't know what the max is going to be. I bet could be $35 a person. People will pay for it. Also, if you don't want to pay to ride the Genie Plus lines, there's also individual Lightning Lane if you just want to do Tron or Guardians of the Galaxy, etc. And you can pay the per ride price. If you want to do both, well, you got to pay this and this. See that little $20 there? So it's but do you want to ride? If you're going to wait 2 to 3 hours a ride, and you're there 8 hours, do you want to ride 3 to 4 rides an hour, or do you kind of want to ride more? It really depends. Do you want your feet to sing to you, or do you want your wallet to sing to you? You get pros and cons. You get to make the decision, but this is kind of how it works. 7 a.m. is, if you are going to do it, 7 a.m. is the magic time. I would make sure that you purchase, if you're going to do the Genie Plus, get this before 7 a.m. That way at 7 a.m. you're up and ready to rock to buy you make your first selection. And they go fast. And if you go to the app, it'll recommend it all over the place on how to buy. But at 7:15 a.m., there's things that go quickly. Jungle Cruise, look at the 7:15 a.m. Your first selection isn't until 2:20, and on New Year's Eve, it's not unusual to see that one go up to 4 or 5 o'clock. That one might be completely gone within the half hour. It's the ones are popular, and look at this: Seven Dwarfs, 7:15 a.m. Their first selection is already at 5. First selection is at 5, so it's almost completely sold out. And Hollywood Studios, kind of the same thing. Slinky Dog will be gone at 7:01 a.m. Rise of the Resistance historically has been gone at 7:01 a.m. So be Johnny on the spot. Don't miss that time. As a matter of fact, 7:15 a.m. for Labor Day, Memorial Day rather, 8:20. That's it's certainly noteworthy. And then you got the enchanting extras. Fantasy in the Sky, the 30th and the 31st. You're going to have a chance to see that twice. There's I believe there's a 6 o'clock fireworks show, and then there's the 9 o'clock fireworks show, and then on New Year's Eve they got the midnight one. So you're going to have a couple different ones to check your app for the exact times. I know they have 2, and it's worth noting. But a dessert party, and we did this on New Year's Eve last year. Fantasy in the Sky is I think it's the best fireworks show anywhere. Beats New York City 4th of July. It's the best. So if you're, if you don't want to stand in the crowd, try to get a dessert party. And a lot of people start queuing on New Year's Eve. start queuing, about 8 o'clock, just waiting for the midnight show. So it's busy, but it's fun. But hey, final tips. So these are all the tips. That's all 8 that I have. Just some bonus ones. Try to stay in the moment. Don't get too lost in the app. But practice. You can practice the app. Do dry runs. Take a look at the wait times. During the day. If you're going to go to a park tomorrow, hey, let me scout today. What's the wait times looking like? And then just make your decisions based on that. Have some patience. It's I don't know. Just have some patience. Give some extra times to get to and from the parks. Buses can and will be full, but there'll be extra buses. I think Disney does a pretty good job with transportation. And then leaving after fireworks, especially on the 30th, especially on the 31st. It's going to take a couple buses. It's going to take some time, but don't forget to stay hydrated. Summer heat is the summer heat exists in December, and you just don't forget to drink plenty of water. Have fun. The plans will change. Just kind of count on it. Could be due to weather. Could be because a ride is down. Could be because of how long it took to get somewhere. Plans change. That's part of it. But also plan rest. Uh, you know, sun up to sundown may not be for the family. It might be practical in the sense that, hey, we're only going to go for 3 days. 6 a.m. everyone up. All right, it's 11 p.m. everyone down. It might not be bad to plan a several hour break in the afternoon to splash around in the pool. And then mobile ordering for food, and we'll kind of show you how long the lines are. So if you're thinking you're hungry for lunch and it's 11 a.m., you might want to go in there, place your order. It might be an hour-ish wait for mobile ordering. Hey, it's a fantastic time. Disney, the best time of the year. It wouldn't be the best time of the year to go there if so many people didn't go there. So it's you're going during a good time. And I hope these tips help you have a fantastic trip. They certainly helped me, and I'll see you in the next video.